Imagine standing in a room full of people you love, screaming at the top of your lungs, and realizing that not a single person has even looked up. Or staring at 3 gray dots on your phone that never actually turn into words. That cold, sinking feeling in your chest signals that you've become background noise, something the people around you have learned to skip over. You aren't being hated, and you aren't under attack. You've just become easy to ignore. When we feel this silence, we usually assume we aren't doing enough. We try to fix the problem by becoming even more available, checking in every morning and acting as a constant, reliable safety net for everyone else. This strategy backfires. By removing your boundaries to increase your accessibility, you aren't building loyalty. You are setting a precedent that your time has no cost, effectively digging the grave for your own respect. This lack of respect often stems from a habit called the information dump. It's the constant urge to broadcast every thought, daily meal, and minor inconvenience to your entire social circle the moment they happen. This chart shows the relationship between social data and social value. As the information supply curve rises to its maximum, the demand for presence drops to zero. When you share everything, you eliminate the mystery that makes people want to seek you out. By maintaining a constant stream of updates, you make your reactions and your life entirely predictable. There are no gaps left for people to wonder about. You've become a rerun of a show they've already seen 1,000 times. Predictability is the death of social value. When your presence is a given that requires no effort to obtain, you stop being a person and start being a utility. This isn't necessarily a sign of malice from your friends. Human brains are inherently lazy and rely on categorization to save mental energy. To process the world efficiently, the brain places people into rigid mental boxes. Once labeled always available, you are filed away. The brain stops processing your presence. You become like the color of the walls, there but no longer noticed. This creates the pattern of the ghost. By always saying yes and maintaining zero boundaries, you lose your defining edges. You blur into the periphery of everyone else's life. A ghost has no conflict. They have no mystery. They exist only for others, lacking a world of their own. People ignore you because you have made it safe to do so. They have learned there is no consequence to losing your attention because you will always be there to give it back. Breaking out of that mental box requires you to introduce a variable, a version of yourself that they don't fully understand yet. This works because of the information gap. The brain is hardwired to focus on missing pieces. Strategic silence creates this gap, acting as a magnet. It pulls attention back as people struggle to fill in the blanks of who you're becoming. Creating this gap means withdrawing the excess. It means stopping the rapid-fire texts and withholding the mundane details of your day. When you stop handing out the answers, curiosity takes over. That curiosity forces the people around you to stop seeing you as a background element and start seeing you as a person again. To start, you have to change your habits. Wait several hours before replying to non-urgent messages. Stop being the engine of every group chat. Keep your daily progress and your wins to yourself for a while. You need to cultivate a life that has nothing to do with your current social circle. Find a hobby, a goal, or a mindset that belongs entirely to you. This phase is difficult. You will likely sit in deafening silence, staring at a phone, feeling the physical ache of being forgotten. This silence is the mandatory price of transformation. You must step back far enough to give the world an opportunity to miss your presence. As you become less accessible, some of your relationships will simply crumble. Without your constant effort to hold the rope, they will fall away. This is a filtering process. It exposes the people who only valued you for your convenience and lack of boundaries. Losing them allows you to see who actually values your personhood. This recalibrates your internal perspective. You stop asking, "How can I make them like me?" and begin questioning if they are actually paying enough attention to be worth your time. People generally accept the price tag you put on your own time. If you act like your presence is an infinite free resource, others treat it as worthless. This is the mirror effect. The world's valuation of you is usually a reflection of your own. Stop operating like a convenience switch that others can flip at will. You are the sun in your own life. You have your own heat and your own orbit. And if others want to feel that heat, they have to come to you.